Episode 2609. It's Wednesday, June the 28th. And you know what this means? Well, it means we're going to have an awesome show today, and you better go to the fucking gym. If not, Papa Swole is going to find you. I am going to come over there, and I'm going to make you go to the fucking gym. Whether you want to or not, I'm making you go. This is a reminder that tomorrow, Thursday, the 29th, we have our world famous Swole Fam accountability meeting at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So the episode, the live stream will be private. It's going to be a group call with myself and all the members of the Swole Fam. Join today over at swolenormousx.com and go over there to check out the free downloads and check out the programs, the yoga studio, the meditation center, all the elements you need to crush your 7 pillars. Trust me, we have more than you can ever imagine over there. swolenormousx.com. Join the fam today, and we'll see you tomorrow at the accountability meeting, not the accountability meeting, the round table, the group call tomorrow, the 29th, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Be there, swolenormousx.com. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. The nips are gonna roast. I'm gonna die. Ah!
I'm gonna starve now.
You were not done cooking.
Bring it on.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Get out, Swole Narmeth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 26 Hundo and Schnueve of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all you be.
Fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, beaches? How we doing today? Welcome to 2609. Welcome to the Mancast, the Sleevescast, the Beastcast, the greatest cast in the realm. We have the Swole Fam here with us. Let's get America for the fam. All right, check out all the links in the show notes below. Hit the thumbs up button if you're watching on YouTube, Spotify. Leave us a 5-star review if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Takes a moment, but lasts a lifetime and helps everyone make sick fucking gains. And if you share the stream with people that need some knowledge cock in their lives, please do so. It's the best way of sending someone an electronic dick right in their ear hole. That's really what the equivalent is. If you want to slap someone across the face with knowledge cock, but you don't have the means to do it in real life or anywhere else on the internet, there's no place where you can go and get the equipment you need digitally to slap someone with some knowledge cock, except once the Daily Swole was birthed, now you can. Every time you share the stream, you're literally slapping someone with a big old fucking e-dick. So that's fantastic. That's just that's fantastic. Isn't it? Fantastic. So anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, welcome to the show. Let's get into today's episode. Before we get started, just another reminder we talked about in the pre-roll. We have our 46th roundtable tomorrow. Roundtable 46 tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So the live stream will be private. If you are not a member, you'll miss out on it, and that is shameful. Well, you know, not everyone's as awesome as the Swole fam, but we'll see you tomorrow. We'll hear you tomorrow. We'll have the group call, roundtable tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. See you there. You could join from your homepage. You log in, click the link. You'll have the app and everything downloaded by that point. Go to your Get Started series and check your homepage for details. If you are brand new, make sure you go through the Get Started series. That'll explain how to access everything and what you need to download and join all the private groups and such. But right there on your homepage, you'll see the button to join at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, I'll text you. I'll let you know even ahead of time, just to remind you, but add it to your calendar, set your alarms and shit. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. That means West Coast is going to be 3 p.m. East Coast, 6 p.m. All right. Now let's get into the nut. Great nut today. A lot of you know what the hashtag is. Drop down in the comments down below. What are you smashing? And let's fucking go. Come on now. Here we go. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Sick fucking games. Welcome. Yes, sir. All right. Like Stephanie said, some can't handle the knowledge cock. Some can't. Most can't. But you all can. Hashtag Moss, Make America Swole. Drop that in the comments down below. We'll give that away at the end of today's episode. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Make America Swole. Now, fam, let's get into that tip. Get that saliva going, and babe, just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside. Gotta get it in somehow. It's still a miracle. It really is. Okay, a reminder, if you missed the accountability meeting for members on Monday, if you're a member, you now have access to the recovery flow for the lymphatic system. Great new class with Alex in the yoga studio. Go check it out. We got over 300 classes. Enjoy this edition. It's a nice one. If you need some repair and some restoration, definitely a cool class. Recovery flow for the lymphatic system, now available inside Swellnormous X Yoga Studio. All right. Very nice. Thank you, Alex, for another amazing class. Let's get into the first post.
What's in the box?
We got one from Chastity. Just signed up today. Need to lose about 50 pounds. And I have no idea which program to start with. I won't have access to a gym for a couple of weeks, so I'm a bit lost. Well, if you don't have access to weights, do the Swole Mastery Bodyweight program. And when you do, you can always switch into, after you complete that whole program, if you want to go through the whole thing, or you can switch into the 90-day dash. Bingo. Don't forget also, Chastity, make sure you go through the Get Started series. That explains a lot. And it'll probably answer a lot of questions right off the bat. But the perfect thing to use the groups for is to ask these questions. So I know a few of the Swole team already answered this question, but I would focus immediately on the elimination diet. I would focus immediately on the nutrition, the elimination diet, start cleaning up your community, working on brain gains, do everything. Follow those 7 pillars. So work on brain gains meditation, start with 5 minutes a day, start on your nutrition, start just by moving more and getting your nutrition in order and doing Swole Mastery or some Swollen Sevens or some yoga studio classes. Boom. Boom. We got everything you need. Welcome to the fam. Rennie says, Papa Swolia or the Swole fam, I have a question I'm hoping someone can help me with. I have a disability that limits my movements. I push my limits all the time, but I have to be careful. Can the program help someone like me? Well, it isn't a program. It's an entire fitness platform. So we can work from a bunch of different areas. There's a few programs and there's a lot of other content that can help you. So that's very vague. Disability is very vague. So check with your doctors. You can always show them anything that you're planning on doing, and then they can recommend something or handle that from a legal and medical standpoint, depending on what your disability is. We have chair yoga. So depending on what your disability is, that can be a great place to start. We also, you can work on meditation, your nutrition. And then, like I said, anything that you have questions with, you can reference someone that's an expert in your disability, because the programs or what's inside Swole Normus X can absolutely help you. But of course, depends on what those limitations are, and et cetera, et cetera. So Brenda, we got one from Brenda flexing on all you beaches, obviously. And she says, I'm finally happy to post a picture, the first one in a long time, that shows my physique after an endocrine disruption that led me to hemorrhaging for 28 days and being anemic, followed by uterine ultrasound and biopsy, followed a week later by a colonoscopy, whose prep left me dehydrated and weak as a kitten. I'm feeling strong and energetic. That's a lot. You had a busy couple weeks. Thanks to Popeye, I'm eating grass-fed beef liver every day, getting my strength training and yoga in, prioritizing sleep as often as possible, and doing daily cold plunges. No excuses, no matter what happens. You can get through it and get back to training. Hashtag SwoleFam for life. Love it. Brenda's back, baby. Good for you. Back on the fucking pony. And I love this picture. I love seeing these pictures all the time. Talk about a great triple picture series. Check this out. Matt writes, think about success in years and not just days, weeks, or months. The left was 3 years ago at my highest weight of 340 pounds. Today, I'm 230. I still don't have my, quote, dream physique, and honestly probably never will, but my life has improved in so many ways I couldn't begin to list them all. Most importantly, or more important than all my weight loss, is I'm setting a positive example for my kids. My daughter can already do 2 pull-ups at 9, while my son is only 2. He's watching and learning. Having kids isn't an excuse not to take care of yourself. It's the reason you should. 3 years from now will still be 3 years from now, but you don't have to be the person you are now if you don't want to be. Make the small changes today that will compound over time and pay off down the road. Hashtag SwoleFam, SwoleDad, fuck your dad bod, fuck average, go to the fucking gym. All day.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
I love that picture. I love that picture. So if you're just listening, you're missing out. Make sure you watch this part of the show at least. On the left, love the outfit, bro. Love the outfit. I think everyone's like, well, that saves the bod. But you see a fat gut hanging over. In the middle picture, you are stoked. You're stoked. You lost a lot of weight. And on the right picture, you're doing a bench press with your baby on top of you. That's awesome. That's awesome. And they want to be around you. Kids just want to be around you, and they want to do what dad does. They want to be big and strong. They want to lift and train with you. And they can watch, you get them involved, and they're going to remember that you were lifting and you were training. Come on, think about memories you have when you're like, oh, it's always lifting, it's always doing this. And you encourage them, and they learn confidence. They learn physical training. It gets their energy out. It's a great thing. Great thing to do. Especially once you start getting into things like clubs. Kids love swinging things, or you get into yoga and climbing, get a rope. Kids love to climb shit. That's why whenever you see parents, get down from there. Stop climbing that. And kids, they want to climb. We want them to climb. That's a good thing. It's supposed to be active. It's supposed to be getting all up into crazy shit. And that's what they're trying to do. It's like your dog. You need to walk your dog. Otherwise, they're going to have a lot of nervous energy. They might chew things up or tear things up or be more antsy. Rufus is about 1.5 years now. So he's always been active, but now he's getting to the point where it wasn't as important when he was younger to get him on walking. He was already running around and he was just growing, but now he's to the point, kind of like adolescent puppy years, 1.5, 2, 3. He's super young and he's starting to get really a lot of energy. So we've been doing more consistent walks and stuff and taking him longer when it's hot outside. So he's getting all tired, but kids need that too. Kids need that. And show them. They need to see you doing it. You're a little baby, you get a little car seat or something and put it out there. You can have them have a little perch and have them a little spot, let them get involved, lift weights, make sure they're being safe. They can learn their way around a gym. It's important. It's important. Get him started young. SH, I love when my dad let me, quote, help him in the yard or fix something. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Awesome post. I love it. Okay, we got more emails. We had a great email going out yesterday. We have another one going out later today. If you're not on the email list, make sure you get that knowledge cock split and open your inbox. If your email sucks, if you don't look forward to opening, you get a lot of spam, a lot of promotions, get a lot of a little flaccid micro penises in your inbox. We don't want that. Trust me, I'll make your inbox feel, I'll make it feel like I'll make it feel like it's your first email. It's the first email you've ever received. You're going to feel like an email virgin again. So split your inbox open with my knowledge cock. Get on the email list. MakeEmailSwoleAgain.com will make you feel brand new. I promise. I promise. You're going to look forward every time you're going to get those giddy, like, I see an alert. Ooh, I got an email from Papa. Oh, it's if you want to call into the show, go to AskPapaSwolio.com. Call in, leave a message. We would love to hear from you. Let's get into some questions. We do have a bunch from Instagram, so we're going to go deep on those today. We got to catch up. It's your buddy versus... Who picks these screen names? Some of these screen names are fucking dumb. It's your buddy. What? Why? There's so many better choices you can do without underscores. If you have an underscore in your name, if you have an underscore in your screen name on Instagram, you need to be more creative. An underscore? Oh, you're so unique. An underscore. Said no one. That's never been a good idea. I don't know why that became popular. It's awful. I'm gonna stay on this for a few more moments. Get rid of underscores. Get more creative. Think of another word sequence. You can do it. You can do it. Even like FJXVVVVV121212. It's still better than underscores. Come on. What is this? Oh, you really skirted it. Your name's so unique now. You put underscores. No one knows. All right, I'm done. How a Papa Swolio, we haven't gotten to the question yet. How a irregular shape chest full of fat get in shape. Oh, geez. Well, that's why you have underscores. Now I get it.
Matt Damon.
All right. I'm not confused anymore. Now I get it. Hashtag Moss. Make America Swole. Hashtag MAS. Moss. Make America Swole. Give away that swole card at the end of today. What? Jesus Christ. Spent so much time on your screen name. Didn't even get to your retarded question. No, thank you for asking. How a irregular shaped chest full of fat get in shape. You got to get your nutrition in order. If you have fat on your body, it's because you eat shit. You need to lift weights and just build muscle everywhere. An irregular shaped chest. I'm not sure if that's just a language barrier because that doesn't make sense. But you build muscle. Build muscle over your entire body. You'll lose fat. Stop eating crap. We're happy to answer more specific questions. If you want to submit another one. Carlos EBP, another fucking underscore. Yo, I'm totally anti-underscore. Is anyone else anti-underscore? In a big way. Is it bad to drink coffee? What are you defining as bad? Some people don't react well or handle caffeine well. Some people really don't. You shouldn't be drinking a ton of it, and you shouldn't be drinking it past probably 11 or 12 o'clock in general. You really want to keep any kind of caffeine or something about 10 hours before you're planning on going to sleep. But some people don't handle it well at all. Definitely quality matters. And of course, if you're adding tons of sugar and garbage to it, then one, you're not appreciating or drinking good coffee. You're not even drinking coffee. You're just drinking sugar and caffeine. You're just using it as an excuse, a vehicle to get more sugar. That's what a lot of people do. If they're drinking coffee, you're putting tons of sugar in it. You're still addicted to that processed crap. You're just using the coffee as a vehicle to get your fix. Danny, why does hot coffee make me tired, but iced coffee wakes me up? It's probably psychological, to be honest. Iced coffee is also, well, it depends on how you're making it. If you're pouring it over ice, it's diluting it. So you're not getting as much, maybe the cool. Maybe it's just cold. Sometimes if you're doing cold brew, there's more caffeine actually. If you do cold brew, not cold, is it cold brew? Yeah, you leave in your fridge. It sits in the grounds more. It's actually more caffeine. It's probably just some sort of habit. The temperature, maybe hot, tired. I don't think it's really related. I think it's just habit. Like you probably started. Did you ever drink like tea before bed? Just curious. Did you ever like go through a phase where you're drinking a lot of like hot liquids before bed or something like that? I say this because I don't use mouthwash per se anymore, but I used to like years and years and years ago, like Listerine. So I would like after I brush my teeth, I would put mouthwash in and then I would go take a piss. So I used to it got to the point where I would just start washing with Listerine. I would have to pee because you start getting like that association, like, oh, it's pee time. I remember I would like put Listerine and then I'd have to piss because I got so used to just like putting it in my mouth, and that sounded bad. Warm titty milk many years ago. That's what I'm talking about. You see? There you go. That warm titty milk. Maybe, literally. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know if there's actually a chemical difference there, but I do know if you make cold brew, like if you leave the grounds in your refrigerator and make it cold brew, it's actually more caffeine. It's a good question. Let's see. Rihanna, Papa Solia, how beneficial do you think inversion tables are for recovery or as a general thing? Well, I can't speak from personal experience because I've never exposed myself to doing anything like that regularly. I would do dead hangs for sure. Dead hangs and yoga. You get a lot of inversion when you're doing yoga. Just a downward dog is an inversion. A child's pose is a gentle inversion. So it's great for reducing pressure on the spine, but you get a lot of that from yoga as well. Also, things like a reverse hyperextension is fantastic for decompression of the spine and the lower back. I would say with anything, you need to start very, very lightly. Some people like the inversions. I don't know if it's more for blood flow or it's a placebo effect, but I'm sure you're physically hanging upside down. So there's something physical happening. If anything, I would just say make sure that you don't get stuck on it. That's a big thing. And also start with a low inversion and just do it gradually over time and just see how you feel. You don't want to just go completely upside down. You might pass out, or if you go too extreme. There's things like aerial yoga when you're hanging upside down from certain things. A lot of decompressions. Great. It can feel really good. Are, let's see here. Good question. I just can't speak from personal experience on that one. Lane, Papa Swolio, with the weather getting hotter. Getting hotter. Fucking hot as shit down here in Florida. When there are days you get dehydrated, how do you get your electrolytes up? I consume them. I use Element or Redmond Relight. You consume electrolytes. You definitely need salt, sodium, potassium, magnesium. I have electrolytes first thing when I wake up in the morning. And I drink them regularly throughout the day. If it starts tasting too salty or anything, I just pull back and I don't have as many. But I drink regularly a lot because I'm always sweating. I lose a lot of fluids, and I do sauna too, even with the heat. Tiff says, Papa Swolio, when I'm doing plank rows with weights, I feel like my body is rotating too much on the row. Is that normal? It's normal. It's cheating. You're rotating. Plank rows are not for weight. It's more for core stuff and total body integration. It's more of like a muscular endurance exercise. So if your goal is to build muscle, you might be better off swapping out the exercise. Depends on what the context of you doing a plank row. If you mean how wide your feet are, but you definitely don't want to rotate too much. You're going to, once you start going too heavy, you're going to rotate, because if you don't, you're going to fall over to the right, because it's just physically impossible to go really heavy. You're going to have to rotate, which takes it off the back a little bit more and makes it more of like a thoracic exercise and just like a balance movement. So once you get to like a certain weight, remember, you're not doing it for your back. You're doing it for dynamic stabilization of your core. It's not a core movement exercise, a core stabilizer. So just start light and try to drive your chest forward when you're rowing the weight up. That way you're not twisting. It's not about the weight. So you're not doing it for back. In other words, it's not a good back hypertrophy exercise, is my point. That's the kind of thing you could do for like cardio type days. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, Tyler, great question. Great question. Papa Swilly, will the Tainty Man make any dog friends? Make some sick fucking gains and eat the meat. Eat the meat. Well, we got the church over here. Everyone say hi, Churchy. Aww. Scratchies. Scratch the ear. Give you a little church first. Good girl. Lick the puss. Eat the foot. Oh, snuggling up. And the Tainty Man, he's got a couple dog friends. He's a very friendly boy. He's a good boy. Caitlin's brother's dog. And let's see. Jessica's dog. I'm counting him through. Yeah. Yeah. Some of the dogs down the street. They see the Tainty Man. Gets all excited. His tail's going. Such a good boy. All right, let's get into some more questions. The church looking adorable as always. She is uncomfortably cute. Uncomfortably cute. This question. Iris Bolet. Papa Swolio, do you see yourself having your own family? Instead of what? Instead of other people's? What color do you think my hair is? Oh! Do you see yourself having your own family? No, I prefer other people's families. Yes, I do. I know what you mean. Become a real papa. Now it'll be Papa Swolio. Legit, like super legit. Too legit to quit. MC Hammer. Josue, sin Insta. Like without Insta? Are you trying to be artsy? Oh, you have black and white avatar. Let's just criticize people's screen names and avatars instead of the questions. Josue, sin Insta. So that's without Insta, but you're posting on Insta. That's a contradiction, Josue. Papa Swolio, what can I do if I can't go to the fucking gym? Oof.
Matt Damon.
Oof. Which exercise do you recommend for home workout? Anything. If you mean you can't go to the fucking gym ever, you don't have a gym, you can't afford a gym membership. If you can't afford a gym membership, get a job and pay for it. It's not expensive. Now, that being said, if you're unable to go for a day, you could do some yoga. You could just do something to hold you over and do some mobility and then go make some sick fucking gains. So recommend for a home workout. Again, depends on the context. Even I have a home gym. I don't always lift heavy weights. I'll swing some clubs. I'll do some mobility, do some swolga, some yoga. I'll do some cardio type stuff, some HIIT training if I'm doing just some active recovery type things. So it depends on the context. Let's see. Ooh, Wax. Papa Swolio. Is America too far gone with its dependent lifestyle on these prepackaged junk foods plus chemicals based on petroleum byproducts? Tell us how you really feel. Is there any turning away? So let's see if I understand your question. I don't know if you got cut off, but is it too far gone? In other words, are people too addicted? In what time frame? Nothing is going to change in the next, nothing like that in the next 5, 10. Like that's a serious cultural, generational thing. So, I mean, Cerny says not in my lifetime. So over the course of Cerny's lifetime, we went from the horse and carriage, electricity was invented, and went from horse and carriage to the first, the Model Ts, the first cars. I'm just kidding. The telegraph was invented. But Cerny, for example, you're at watch it. So 67, right? So, you mean the country has been just continuously getting less healthy. So fitness is more popular than ever, but people are fatter than ever. So, and it's much more than just fat, mentally unhealthy. So I don't even care just about the physical obesity. Look at the mental health. It's all connected. It's all connected to the food and lifestyle habits and Everything. It's all connected. Health is just, fitness is not just physical. So too far gone, it depends. It depends. I think for most people, it's too late. But here's the thing. You don't want to keep people from getting access to certain foods, but some of these foods shouldn't even be accessible. In other words, they shouldn't be made. We should have laws and restrictions making garbage, because you can't expect everyone to be a nutrition expert. They won't be. But some of these foods, they're not foods. They're literally frankenfoods. They should not be created. And I'm more about freedom than I am any kind of restrictions, but because it can be a very gray area, protect people from themselves. But when it comes to food, we shouldn't be putting some of these products. These things should not be consumed. It's not actually food. Just because you can chew it and swallow it doesn't mean you should. And it depends on the context. Bottom line, it doesn't matter if they're made. You can see with products, if they sell well, they're going to make more of them if they can make a profit. So if people stop buying them, they'll stop making it. All right, people stop drinking Bud Light. They're trying to pay you to drink it. They can't fucking pay people to drink that slop. So if you stop buying it, they'll stop making it. They'll have to. Unless they just want to go out of business. They'll keep on making it. No one will buy it. And okay, that's weird. So where does it really have to change? Where does it really have to change? That they're not made to begin with? Or, because it doesn't matter if they're made. People just have to make a better choice. Don't buy that. So it can change right now. But problem with the addictions. Wax says people come through the checkout wearing yoga clothes and buying junk foods. Yeah, well, a lot of people wear yoga clothes because they're comfortable. Stephanie, healthy foods need to be more affordable. People buy processed crap because they're cheaper. Not necessarily. You go to junk food, it's not cheap anymore. People spend a shitload of money, 20, 30 bucks on a couple Happy Meals and stuff. Healthy foods aren't that expensive. They're not. People are just lazy. Let's say you're not getting grass-fed beef. Let's say you're just buying whatever beef, and plus, if these things are not created, the economy and the pricing works itself out. It will. Ingenuity and industry will adapt. But let's say you're just buying grain-fed beef. You're spending $20 at McDonald's. Even if it's not grass-fed beef, you buy grain-fed beef, $3 a pound, $4 a pound, and you fucking make it. And it's 6 times as much food. You're not going to be able to finish it all. Yeah, Doritos are $7 for a bag, family-sized bag. So it's nonsense. I don't buy that argument. Again, it depends on where you are, what product you're talking about. So people have this perception that healthy food is more expensive because they look at unit cost, or they look at something that's not really nutritionally dense. They look at the price and they don't think about how nutritionally satisfying it is and how much less they need to eat. They don't look at the difference between what they're already spending and that. Like, oh, it's so expensive. Well, you're not buying all these potato chips. You're not going out to eat 3 times a week. You're not buying a pack of gum every day. You're not buying a Red Bull every day. Like, if you swap it out, it's really not that much more. Or it's the same. I'm talking about just better choices. Because you can always make the argument, well, this healthy food is more expensive. One, when people say healthy food is more expensive, what do they call healthy? This is why this kind of argument is sinister. Same thing with climate change. Any kind of like vague fucking terms, or I don't know, systemic racism. You say this fucking thing that it depends on how you define it. What are you talking about? You just say a word and oh my God, blanket term. Eating healthy is expensive. If you're getting a wheatgrass drink at some foofy bar outside an Equinox, yeah, it's going to be $25 for liquid grass. So is that what you think is health food? Do you think a kale shake for $9 at Jamba Juice is healthy? So people's what they think of healthy. So some people might say healthy is expensive. Other people might say healthy is not expensive. Well, what are we talking about? Are you talking about some sort like a kale salad from a Whole Foods salad bar, which is trash and overpriced? It's like that hot bar and the food is awful. It's canola oil. It's shit. Just because it says Whole Foods on the store, a lot of that, I would say 90% of what's in Whole Foods is crap. So anyway, saying healthy is expensive is not an argument. It doesn't, you have to be specific. So if you look at individual price of something, oh, this is objectively $10 and that's $5, objectively, one's more expensive. But if you think about, hey, this pound of grass-fed beef, let's say it's $8. It could be more, it could be less, depending on where you go. Let's say grass-fed beef, $8. I don't know what the average price is. Some people get it for $5 or $6. You buy in bulk, it might be $4 or $5. You get it at this higher end place, could be $14. Ground beef, $8. Let's just say it is. You go to a fast food, you're going to spend let's just say $10. Let's say you're just spending the same. Let's say it's $10. Doesn't matter. Same price. For $8 or $10, you're getting a meal. You're getting a big soda, garbage. You're getting processed carbohydrates, fried in vegetable oil, garbage. You're just getting a lot of vegetable oil, grease, high fructose corn syrup. You're getting shit. Okay. Or you're getting a pound of nutrient dense beef that's bioavailable, that doesn't have any additives, fillers. It just takes you 4 fucking minutes to cook it and eat it. One, most people won't finish a pound of grass-fed beef. They won't eat the whole thing. That could be 2 meals, 8 ounces, 2 meals. That could go 2 meals easily. Easily. And most people it would. Okay. Not that you can eat it, but let's just say 2 meals. So you're getting 2 meals of nutrient dense satisfaction. You're probably going to eat the 8 ounces and just be full versus getting a lot of poisons, additives, things that shouldn't be consumed in any form, crazy fucking insulin spike, X, Y, and Z, and you're going to be hungry pretty soon after, and it's negatively affecting your health. So 2 or 3 meals, some of you are like, that's 6 ounces, right? It's almost 5, 6 ounces. It could be 3 meals. So 2 or 3 meals, 1 to 3, with nutrient-dense food, not going to be inflammatory, not going to give you bloating and make you feel and look like shit. Moves you in the right direction versus the same price for negatively affecting your health and giving you no nutrients. Quite the opposite. I'm just saying. So the proteins are going to be the most expensive thing. Agreed? If you're eating healthy, the way we talk about healthy, if you're eating real food, focus on the proteins, spend the most of your money on the proteins. If you're going to get grass-fed beef, ask the butcher, the person that manages that section, and say, hey, do you have anything that's on discount that might be close to expiring that I can purchase? And they'll usually print out stickers, 50% off. Like, hey, we have the stuff in the back. We took it off the shelf because it's 1 day to expire and people weren't buying it fast enough, so they're going to throw it out or donate or whatever. You might be able to buy it 50% off. You've seen that all the time. They'll get it. People will come back with like garbage bags because they overbought, they overstocked, and they didn't move the merchandise fast enough. And a lot of times that happens around holidays. So you have July 4th coming up. You know, the steak section, the beef section, all that stuff is going to be packed because people are going to be grilling and all this stuff for 4th of July weekend. And guess what happens at a lot of these stores? They overbuy. They get too much inventory. They don't sell as much as they thought they would. Maybe it rains a lot and people don't buy as much food. So then they have a lot extra and then, oh shit, we overbought. They have to move it. There'll be discounts for the week after 4th of July. Like, hey, buy 3, get 1 free. Like, just fucking go. You might be able to get some discounts. Who wouldn't want to make 50% rather than just lose completely? Because they're still making a profit because they buy in bulk. So they're either going to throw it out or they're going to make 50% on it. They'll take the loss. They'll take the 50%. Anyway, that shit adds up. So let's say, you're buying a Red Bull in the morning. So you get rid of caffeine. You buy a Red Bull every morning, $2-3. So 7 days a week, you're working 7 days a week or 5 days a week, $3, $15 a week, $60 a month. That's 6 pounds of grass-fed beef. That's 2 meals. That's 12 meals, 15 meals. Like, you can cut. You got to make better decisions. Plus you'll think better. You'll sleep better. You have more energy. You have better workouts. Less likely to pay for medication for the rest of your life. Okay. Whistle DGG, Papa Swole, how many hours do you spend in the gym average in terms of what time frame? I don't lift every day. I'll do something physical. I'm outside walking, or I'm doing some mobility and some stretching and stuff. When I train, probably about an hour. When I do resistance training, I train for like an hour or so, depending on what I do. Snowy Plover 21. What's something I should know if I want to lose weight and get muscles? Thanks. Download the 7 pillars, swolenormousx.com. NJ Culture, Papa Swolio. How do I lose my love handles? By starting to eat real food, getting quality sleep, lifting heavy weights, and being consistent as fuck for months and months and months and months and months and years. Changing your life. Because the way you live your life now has led you to that. So you have to change your life and change what you do and what you're about. And a lot of people can't do that. J underscore, fuck your underscore, bro. That's going to be a shirt. Fuck your underscore. Stop using underscores in your screen names. J, and then just put J again, 077. No one's going to have that. No one's going to have that name, even without the underscore. No one's going to have it. I'm on this underscore. No one's going to have that. J, and then lowercase j, 077. Oh, man, it was taken. Damn. Someone took JJ077. Fuck. I wanted that. What do you do if you don't have friends or family to motivate you? Alone / socially awkward. Take the underscores out of your fucking name. And then you'll have more friends. This is why you don't have friends. If you're in a social situation, are you like a walking underscore? Everyone's like, why is he here? What's with this? Why is that there? That's not necessary. It just fit perfectly. It really is. It's probably because you have an underscore. Well, shit, here comes that guy with the underscore in his fucking IG handle. God damn it. Oh my God. Hey, J underscore. Whoa, J077. What's up, man? All right, what do you do if you don't have friends or family to motivate you? You motivate yourself. You can listen to the Daily Swole, bang your ear holes with the Swole fam, but you have to motivate yourself because motivation is bullshit. You have to do what you need to do on your own. Be self-driven. If you have a purpose for what you're doing, it doesn't matter what other people are saying. You know why you're doing what you're doing. Your head down, and you're fucking crushing it. So go to the gym, build your self-confidence, challenge yourself, push yourself through grueling workouts, and be proud of yourself for accomplishing that. Be disciplined. You will find your freedom. You will find your self-esteem in your discipline from training hard and subjecting yourself and being proud of yourself for sticking to something consistently, a training program, a lifestyle, and you will become the person, you want to become a person that you love and that you're proud of. And that'll translate into your relationships. You could also join like a men's club. You can go to like a speaking club and public speaking and practice talking in front of like a group. That'll give you a lot of confidence too, and you'll meet a lot of people. And that'll definitely help learning how to talk. You'll be nervous, but that's what people are going there for. They're going and they're giving like little presentations and learning how to speak publicly. And that's all that'd probably be one of the best things to do, in addition to lifting weights and being physically presentable. And then, if you do one of those things, you'll meet a lot of people. It'll make you more confident. You'll be able to talk to girls and women and stuff like that more easily. Alex fucking underscore Pluto 95.
Matt Damon.
Yo, I am really, oh my God, all those Alex Pluto 95s out there. Oh, Alex Pluto 95. Damn, that username was already taken. Someone already chose that shitty fucking username. Your name is Alex Pluto. I'm not saying your name sucks, but 95, I'm assuming, is when you were born. There's so many Alex Plutos born in 95. I guess you couldn't put 1995. You couldn't put the underscore after Pluto. This is a problem. I think this is the actual problem with this country. You see how the culture is degrading? This is what happens. This is gonna be like the underscore period. From 2020 on, it's just like an underscore in history. 2019 underscore 2026. Skip the fucking bunch. Just underscore it. Steffi, why are you asking that? Let's ignore. No, he's not. Thank God. He's going to get banned immediately if he is. Who cares? Alex, can I smoke a joint? I'm assuming a joint after the gym. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't know if it's going to be helping you, but are you crushing all other aspects of your 7 pillars? If not, you should be focusing on those. Okay, Alex Pluto fucking underscore man. Mr. Underscore man. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have like a superhero. I'm going to like open my uniform and have just an underscore man. All right, balls deep time. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Balls deep. Balls deep.
That's deep.
All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay, let me see what we got here. Do we... Gross. Ew. Oh, we didn't do those two. Holy shit. Oh, these are horrible. I could say that every day. Fam, you guys, you're going to have to decide. All right. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Pick it. Pick it. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Pick it.
What's in the box?
You got a tainty man? Let's see the church. Number 1, number 2, number 3, or on number 4. Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. Let's go with Tyler, number 3.
Matt Damon.
Tyler, number 3. This one's called, oh God, this one's called pelvic bone. Pelvic bone. Pelvic bone.
Okay, I want to show you something. Can you see this? This? Right here? My lovies? Yeah? See this? Lovies? This right here? That's bone. Right there? That's my pelvic bone. Which means that even if I lose a ton of weight, this stays wired.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
I don't think you know what the pelvic bone means, eh? That's not your pelvic bone. That's a lot of fat on top of. You do realize the bone is deep. Like it's underneath the fat, the muscle, the blood vessel. It's under all of that. Okay. It's under all of that. Just because it feels, by the way, when you're pushing, no, there's bone, like protruding like right there. And what you're touching that's soft, that's a lot of muscle and fat and skin, blood vessels. And it's what's on top of it. That's not hard for a reason, because you have all the tissue between the skin and the fucking underscore.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Just the way my body is, my skeleton is. Like I said, it's genetics. And this will forever be here. It's not fat related.
That's inflammation. Holy shit. That is a lot of inflammation. That's her gut. That's her intestines. Oh my God.
It's bone related, and you can't fix this in the gym. And to be honest, there's nothing to fix.
Are you pregnant? Is she pregnant?
I think it's cute. I'm also after a superset, so I'm completely exhausted. Look at my pump.
That's inflammation. Or you're
Anyways,
pregnant.
that's what I want to say. By the way, this is the gym bathroom.
Why was that so loud? Damn, that's
I want to show you something.
Come on, fam. Come on, fam. I don't think it's cute. No one does. If she could snap her fingers and not have that anymore, she wouldn't a second. So she's like, she doesn't think it's cute. That cannot be fixed in the gym. You know what? She's right. You can't fix that. That's inflammation from lifestyle choices, from birth control, which is not needed. In this case, especially. And that's the food that you're consuming. That's inflammation. That's serious, serious leaky gut. That's some serious shit going on. Everyone knows you never go,
You
well,
a full retard, man.
What you mean, you people?
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
All right. So that was unfortunate. That was just unfortunate. It's the food. Okay, pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3.
You make me happy.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world will never know. 1. Let's ask the owl. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. 3. Come on, everyone remembers those commercials. Tootsie Roll. Oi, line Dunstan. Let's take the Dunstan. Here we go. All right, number 3. Yeah, fuck that owl. Just eat my fucking lollipop. I asked you a question, owl. And all right, number 3. This is called... this is called Senior Transition Plan. The caption says, seniors need gender support plans to take to their next destination. What? Okay.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Let's see what we got here.
One of the things I think our Transforming School does really well is our senior transition plans. We work with our seniors to give them resources, access to medical care, especially once they're 18, if they would like to go into medical transition, as well as clothing and gender support plans that they can bring to their employers or new school so that they can continue their transition smoothly. I think it's really cool. We should do this at more schools. Huge shout out to Pack Animal out of Canada. They have provided our school district with over $3,000 worth of binders so that our students are able to come as they are to school and be their most authentic self. It's pretty awesome.
Do you think being your authentic self is to smash your genitals into your body? To pretend like you don't have breasts? You do know, like, the creepiest, most manipulative aspect of this insane, abusive process that we're all dealing with children is, one, that it's with children. Like, if you don't see how just fucking evil that is, you're just not on the same planet. You are completely gone. So anyway, once you're 18, it's a different conversation. If that's going to be like the legal adult, it's like, okay, well, then it comes to more of like a cultural thing. Like, should we be like promoting and allowing to... But once you're 18, I think most people, the argument, even though your brain's not fully formed and there's still a lot more time for development, I think most people would be more like, well, you know, you're an adult. It's like, it's a whole different conversation. But when it comes to high schoolers and, you know, people that are very susceptible to social and peer pressure, which are most humans, because most humans are not fully developing and growing into adults, so they're still manipulative. But same thing in high school. And how many girls in high school, where it's middle school or high school, hate their breasts, right? They grow too fast, they're embarrassed. Any of you ladies that are watching live, there are a lot of girls, right? Their boobs grow really fast and they get teased, and they have like, they just all of a sudden have like double D's in like 7th or 8th grade. You know, and girls are embarrassed by that and they hate them. They try to hide them because, you know, they get called like Boobs McGee or something like that. And then when they get older, they're glad that they have them. Right? I mean, how many of you were like, or developed early and you were kind of embarrassed? Now you're like, yeah, look at these fucking milk bags. Look at these fucking things. And all the guys are drooling, right? Anyway, this is just, this is one example. But a lot of, or lack of boobs, right? Both ways. Or like, so flat the walls are jealous. Everyone's like, nope, wish I had titties. Stephanie says middle school was pure trauma. SH, I did. I hated the attention and I was not even really boobtastic. So I guess both ways, right? You might have flat And you get teased when other girls are starting to develop boobs. Maybe you never do, and maybe you do. All right. Or but in other words, right. And here's the point. Here's the point. The point is, it doesn't matter of what you see how kids are. You get made fun of if you have really big boobs you grew early. You will have people make fun of you or tease you if you don't. So damned if you, it doesn't matter. And if you do have just like run of the mill, boobs that match your age range in general and that doesn't stand out, you'll get made fun of for your ears or your hair. Like it doesn't matter. Or your shoes. You'll get made up. Someone will tease you or you'll have people make jokes about something. In other words, it doesn't matter. You have big boobs, you get made fun of. You have no boobs, you whatever. We have long legs because your legs grew and they'll call you ostrich, or they'll call you flamingo. There you go, right? I'm telling you, look, Karen says right when I said that, I was called pole, stretch, twiggy because I was so tall and skinny. There you go. See, exactly. Or you're short and they'll call you Smurf, or they'll call you leprechaun, or they're like, hey, here's a pot of gold. They'll call you a hobbit or something like that. So in other words, you have to lean into it, embrace it, own it. A lot of that is just to see if you're cool enough, and you can hang and you can take a joke when it comes to guys. But when it comes to women, women are savage. Girls are savage all the time. But when they're young, oof, emotional damage. Got that soundboard perfect.
Emotional damage.
Right. So you have no boobs, you get made fun of. You have really big boobs. So it doesn't matter. Stacy says exactly right. Kids will make fun of you for anything because different is different. But it's also, kids do that also as a test, right? They test to see if you can hang, if you can take it. If you internalize it and you're weak, and you play the victim and it hurts your feelings and you don't, toughen up to it, then you're kind of you're looked at more as like a weakling. It's kind of like a way kids test your mettle. That's why I'm not saying bullying is a good thing, but in other words, it's coming of age stuff. Kids are vicious, right? They can't, and some situations more than others. This is why, we've talked about this before. Martial arts would be great for all kids. They should teach that at schools. Every kid should have to go through martial arts like jujitsu or judo or something like that. It teaches you discipline, teaches you how to handle your close proximity, rolling and, being physical with other kids. So it gets you out of that, it gets you more comfortable being around humans as well. And you can handle yourself and you're confident. If everyone knows how to defend themselves, then who's going to get bullied? Who's going to get bullied? I guess you could have someone who's better than someone else, but if you know how to defend yourself and you know how to handle yourself physically, who's going to bully you because that can level the playing field. Judo or jujitsu, it doesn't matter it matters to an extent, but if you're 5'2" and someone's 5'10" and they have 20 pounds, you can defend yourself. So anyway, it'll give people more confidence and it gets a lot of energy out. You're not going to have a lot of that pent up energy from kids having to sit in a desk and not get sunlight and learn boring shit all day. I'm ranting, but anyway, kids will make fun of you. Kids will make fun of you no matter what. So it's like we're giving kids these binders to smash their cock and balls and to smash their tits into damage their organs. This is not the time. It's not the time. Most people come into their own and they get out of this awkward phase. School's not normal. It's not a natural thing. It's a weird structure that we created more recently than you can imagine. Learning is not a new thing. Learning's a great thing. Education's a great thing. But sitting in this fucking box, getting taught dumb stuff and there's a lot of aggression. You're not learning how to really interact properly and handle yourself. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. And the misconception is that, let's say you're doing martial arts as a huge portion of being in school. How are you not learning? You're going to be able to focus more when you're learning more technical stuff. You're going to learn a lot about humanity, about yourself, the discipline, what hard work brings, making progress, going from a white belt to a yellow belt to the next, getting rewarded for it and getting admiration and respect from your peers. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? It should be every morning. You go to a school, every morning it's like an hour or two of yoga or meditation, and maybe different days you do different things, but it's literally structured and you do it. You're going to get you'll have kids paying attention and they'll eating better food. They're not going to be all like, hyped up on fucking speed. All right. Doesn't seem that, it's not, as you get to this conversation, like, it doesn't seem that complicated, because it's fucking not. It's not complicated, but you'll learn so much more because you have 8 years or 8 hours a day, let's just say, learning stupid shit. Kids aren't paying attention, not absorbing anything. Or you cut that down into like, 2 hours of exercise and physical stuff, eating real food. And then a shorter day, maybe like 2 hours or 3 hours of technical learning of like schoolwork and stuff like that, which is going to be more productive because you're actually able to pay attention in a shorter period of time. What kids can pay attention for an hour of like talking or a PowerPoint and then another hour? You need more. You need shorter attention spans. All right. Let's see. That was a good rant. Let's get into, tomorrow we'll do one more because tomorrow's our roundtable. By the way, tomorrow, roundtable event for members. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Be there. Swole Fam Roundtable, 6 p.m. Join from your homepage. Once you log in, join the fam today, swolenormousx.com. Let's do one more video because we get a throwback. What do you guys want? Throwback or a video? You can't do both. What's your choice? Everyone's like throwback. 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 Throwback.
So you can.
All right, this one. Here we go. Throwback time. Ooh, let's see. Do we do that one? Let me see. Which one do we want? Ooh. Let's do this one. Wait. Yeah, let's do this one. Here we go.
A common response that I get from folks.
She's got the woke glasses on.
I'm talking about the harmful impacts of intentional weight loss.
Swallow you.
I feel better when I don't have all of this weight on my body. Of course you feel better. Now you're in the body that our society rewards.
I can't believe you just went there.
What? When you lose the weight, you feel better, not because you have an extra human removed from your fucking body, but because now a society accepts you. It's because your knees aren't just getting oppressed by gravity.
Take care of yourself.
Finally, you don't weigh the same as an actual mid-size car. All right. I love it. Here comes these getting sick fucking. Here are these motherfucking sick gains. It's all right. Make America. Make it swole. Let's give the swole card away. Fam, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Alright, man, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Swole card time. What's it gonna be? I know who it's gonna be. I know what it's gonna be. I think it's gotta be. You know what I think it's gotta be? I think it's gotta be Matt today. That's what I fucking think.
Congratulations!
That's what I fucking think. Because not only is this a great story, and it fucking hits home exactly what we're talking about today, you also have that nice America outfit on the left. And it just feels right. And this is just awesome. This is fucking awesome. So many of you have children or you have people that depend on you out there. Even if you have a parent that depends on you, a sister or an aunt, an uncle, anyone. You have friends, your society, your culture, your country, your town, your street, your community. Everyone is depending on you. We are depending on you in the Swole fam. If everyone in the Swole fam was just taking a huge shit and not making any progress and just being bumps on a log, it wouldn't be the Swole fam, for one, and people wouldn't be successful. You guys wouldn't be crushing it if, you know, we all have to crush it so we can collectively crush it. It's kind of obvious. Well, yeah, well, if no one's crushing it, then no one's crushing it. But that's why. That's why it's so important. These successes, leading your kids, you're an example for people around you. You know, every time you post a picture, even on social media, or someone sees you down the street, or you're talking to your family and you're going to the gym, or they see you, or they notice, or they mention it, it's like, it's rubbing off. It's rubbing off. It's infectious. You know, when I started pursuing and I started eating this way, and also my mom started doing it, my dad started doing it, you know, Mama Swolio started doing it, her family, like, it starts spreading and people see what you're doing and they start gravitating and they notice things more and they start like asking more questions, or like, hey, where do you get your food from? And oh, what are you eating here? And like, hey, I'm looking about doing this. What do you suggest? What was that thing that you mentioned about electrolytes? And it just keeps on spreading. It keeps on spreading. The most important thing is that people have to see someone. You've heard the phrase, you are the sum or the average of the 5 people you spend time with, right? Well, it's true. You are or 3 people or 2 people. In other words, you are a product of the people you spend time with. And don't forget, you are that for other people. Now, if they're shitty, you're probably not spending time with them, or you're probably not keeping them in your circle. But if people know you exist and they know about you, you're that person that person needs to level up. Now, it doesn't mean you let yourself get dragged down, but it just means that people see what you're doing. They see you. You stand out when you're in physical shape, because most people aren't. It's an anomaly. Oh my God, you have muscles. Like, look at you, got to stay in shape. I mean, everyone should be doing that. It shouldn't be a shock, right? It shouldn't be a shock to see someone in shape. And when people mention like, oh man, you're looking big, getting pumped up, man, because I ordered some plates. I ordered a bunch of plates because I got a new machine, and I'm stacking up plates because I have them on different places in the yard, and I'm dragging fucking plates across the yard when I want to stack on a bunch of shit. So I'm kind of stacking up just metal plates and acquiring them over time. So one of the delivery guys sees me outside and he's like, oh man, you got to stay pumped up. And it shouldn't, yeah, of course. For me, it's like, yeah, it shouldn't be this anomaly. People look at that, the way they say it is, oh man, well, you're keeping this, like, man, that's great for you. I can't do that, but I don't know. It shouldn't be something surprising. It shouldn't be something that even gets attention, in my opinion. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be something it shouldn't be an outlier thing. It shouldn't be a shocking, wow, dude, you're in great shape. Well, so are you. So what are we talking about here? Oh, you have legs. You have eyes. It's like, oh, okay. Wow, look at the eyes on your face. You have eyes. Yeah. Yes, I have eyes. Okay, cool. Like, this dude's weird. That's my point. You don't congratulate someone or point that they have a nose. Oh man, you got a nose too? Yeah, look, snifferooski. Says no one ever. I say the legs thing, like, oh, you have legs. Some people are like, I don't have legs. All right. For those of you, I'm not anti-mobility. I'm not anti-locomotion. Settle down. So, in other words, it shouldn't be something as shocking as it is, right? It shouldn't be something that stands out. Ideally, everyone's in shape. Everyone takes care of themselves. Like, it just is. It's a new standard. So anyway, think about that. Take care of yourself. You are other people's community. You are people that you are an example of what people see and like, oh shit, that person takes care of themselves. I want to do that. What do they do? Lead by example. Lead by example. All right, let us close this beach down. Lead by example. Everyone, make sure that Matt knows that he won today's Swole card. So go and leave a comment on Matt's post. Matt sent us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 2609, the subject, your mailing address in the bio of the email. Let Matt know that he won today's card. It's an awesome post. in the Facebook group. Congratulations, Matt. Do me a favor, fam. Go and let Matt know. Let him know, America.
Fuck yeah! Shut up, bitch!
Now, once you've had sex with a woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
Smooth. Very, very smooth stuff. Very classy. I'm learning a lot from you right now, dude. Coffee's for closers only.
We're rocking out now. Looking
No
good.
medication except my fucking antidepressants.
There's Tiny Tuck, Typical Tuck,
Get
Total
those
Tuck,
binders on.
and the Tyrannical
I
Tuck.
should have done that for the binders video. Oh, I missed it. Ugh. I hate missing a good one, a good opportunity. Oh, that was perfect.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Damn it.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by God. You know the thing.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
What happened to your queer party friends?
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth. $1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 billion, $1.4 billion.
Ooh. Got that out there. Yeah. Nailed it again. Nailed it again, fam. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Remember, hold on, John, that's getting heavy. I need to grease that chain again. Remember, tomorrow is our Roundtable 46 for members. Join us, swolenormousx.com, and we will be back on Friday for overtime and the FEFcast on Friday. So tomorrow's episode will be private. I'll have some Swolosophy available on the audio stream, but make sure you join the fam today, swolenormousx.com, and be there for tomorrow's Roundtable 46. It's going to be awesome. See you there, fam. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new.